video. And today we're going to be doing the triple crochet stitch. It's kind of like a single crochet, except it's a bit longer. And we're going to be using this yarn and a hook. Okay, so for this tutorial we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of making a scarf, I'm going to make a full blanket. So it's basically the same, just the width is going to be a bit longer. Instead of like 20 chains, it might be 60, let's say. Okay, so first we need to make the slip knot. I normally put it over here and pull it through. So you could pull this and it'll be tighter. Okay, so the first thing we do is the normal chain stitch that we always do. Take the hook and you pull it through. That one fell out. Whoops. Pull it through. There's this loop. You wrap this around the front and pull it through. And we keep doing that until we get the width that we need. Okay, so just like every other crochet stitch, there's two sides of the chain. There's a side that looks kind of like a braid, and the side with the extra bumps. It's a little difficult to see here. So like always, I have this, where I'll have the braided side, the braided side, and the side with each of those bumps. So we're going to be working into each of the bumps. Remember, not the braided side, the side with the bumps. And for each one of these, we're going to be working into each of those bumps by only putting the hook into those. Okay, so let's do it with this. For the triple crochet, since it's going to be a bit longer per stitch, instead of doing the first one here, we're gonna skip about 2. So we'll start it from over here. Right there. Remember, if it doesn't go in, you're allowed to pull it a little bit. Because you only want it on the bump in the middle. Okay, so this is just like we do for the normal crochet stitch, where we'll take the hook, put it around here, and pull it through one time, but instead of finishing it like we normally do by pulling it through both, you take this and you pull it through the first one, so that makes a double crochet, and pull it again, you get the triple. And then you could just pull it through both to finish it off. And move to the next. Right here. So I'm gonna have to get this down here. It might be a little difficult at first, but you'll get used to it. You put it through there. It's the nub. Pull it through there once. Pull it through that loop a second time. One more time, and through both. I'll show this one more time, and then I'll speed to a couple rows later. Through the nub, through there once, through the first one a second time, through the loop a third time, and then through both. Okay, I'll get back to you guys in just a second. Okay, so now I'll explain how to go to the next row. So, as you know, for like single crochets, you normally do 1 chain, 2 chain, and then you go to the next one. But for this one, I normally do 3 or 4. For mine, I normally do 3, but I've heard other people do 4. So you flip it, the first hole, and for these ones it's a bit easier than others to see. On the top you can still see like the braid structure, And under each of those is where you're going to have to make each of these. But there's also these like little chain lines. It's in between each of those, like that. So you could see it clearly. So you put it under the first braid section, right through. Like the other times, you pull it through once, pull it through the first one a second time, pull it through that one a third time, and then you pull it through both. I'll show this 2 more times. First braid is right there. Put it into both of those. Take the hook, pull it through once, pull through the first loop again, pull through the first loop a third time, and then finish it off. One more time. Through here, both of them. Pull through once, pull through the first one second time, pull through the first one third time, and then both. And then you just continue this till this is done. And here's the finished product. It's about 3 feet by 3 feet. It's a baby blanket, and it's pretty soft. I think it came out good. This is one of my favorite stitches when you have to do blankets, because unlike the single crochet, it takes a lot less time, but it does take significantly longer than a scarf to make a full blanket. But it's pretty cozy. Love this material. And I think it turned out pretty good. Very soft. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. See ya! And hey, if you enjoyed this video and learned something, I'd like you to consider using your new skills for charity. There's so many organizations all around the world that need donations of handmade items such as the scarves and blankets we make on this channel. You can find a list of some of these organizations in the PDF in the description, or you can see if your local homeless shelters and animal shelters will take donations. If you do donate, consider telling about your donations in the comments. I'd love to see how this channel has been helping people make a positive impact in the world. Have a good one!